Ranjith's sports drama Sarpatta Parambarai is a beautifully crafted film. Heart of the movie is in the boxing sequences. Today I want to talk about a sequence which has its own fan base. The very famous face-off between Kabilan and Dancing Rose. I'll be talking about 5 main aspects of this sequence. This is your break the format. Without waiting further, let's go. 1. Stacking. As I said before, soul of this movie rests in the boxing sequences. Then, do you need to care about the rest of the movie? Yes, absolutely, because drama builds up till the match point and you get a takeoff from there. For every boxing match, the rest of the movie stacks beautifully until that point. It stacks your opinions for each of these characters, their wants, it stacks their vulnerabilities, it stacks the drama, the stakes of these two rivalries. So, by the time you reach these boxing sequences, you will be so involved to know the outcome of the event. Let me quote a well known example to understand this. With a blank mind, if I narrate to you that two people are fighting, you will be like, okay, who cares? Then I say these two people are great friends but they still got into this feud. Then you will be like, okay, go on. These friends are so indebted to each other but they had to fight for what they want and are conflicting with each other's goals. Then you will be hooked. In RRR, the goals, the friendship are stacked beautifully till the interval fight and it tears you apart when they face off each other. Let us see the stacking in the context of this match. Kabilan is an accidentally discovered boxer for his clan. He is now representing his clan which didn't see the face of a victory from a long time. Now this guy who didn't even had a proper boxing event on the ring challenges a professional boxer that he will knock him off. And top of that, he challenges to knock him off in just 2 rounds. Now it hooks me how the hell this guy can achieve that. This is just tip of the iceberg of how drama builds up to one particular event. 2. Cinematography. Talking about lighting, not much of complexity is for lighting the sets. They seem to be using mix of natural light and an overhead soft light source. To emphasize more depth in the visuals, there is crowd placed at the circumference of this set in natural light which contrasts with the people in the shades near the ring. And the choice of the shots is also interesting. At the start of the match, shots are shown in the perspective of audience from outside the ring, it slowly captures from inside the ring, and at the final moments, they show you the POV shots of these players. And interestingly, at the climax, they have chosen the slow-mo shots to heighten the emotions of the outcome. 3. Editing. Talking about editing, as important is the match happening on the ring, they seldom cut to capture the reaction of different stakeholders like their clan, the opponent's clan, the commentators and the audience. It is so nice to see these reactions which gradually change over time. 4. Continuity. Continuity is an overlooked aspect and needs a special mention. So, what is continuity? It is a technique to blend multiple shots, some taken at different times or even different locations, into a seamless, consistent narrative. When you see the shots, they are constantly changing, but somehow you don't feel jarred or confused over what's happening. There are 2 main things that are contributing to continuity in this sequence. 1. Sound design. Even if the consecutive shots are poles apart, if there is some sound that your ear can follow up throughout, it feels continuous. Here there is a constant crowd cheering atmosphere and there is also commentary running in the background which makes it feel continuous. And in the final moments, it cuts off the noise from around and only makes you hear the timer ticking to emphasize that they are reaching the end. Apart from that, the sound design for punches, both the hits and misses, feels very accurate. 2. Action cut. If you see this transition, there is a sudden change in the shot your eye is tracking. Again, These two shots are placed differently and are of different sizes, but somehow they feel continuous. This is called an action cut. The action cut is a type of transition that cuts from one shot to another to emphasize an action, and somehow it feels fluid and continuous. 5. Production and costume design. This is such a big set, and managing the amount of crowd falling into the frame with their vintage looks and attire is truly a massive effort and remarkable. Final thoughts. Apart from the above 5 points, casting is pitch perfect. People in frame are giving some great performances. I can't imagine someone else in these roles. That's all for this video. If you like the content, please subscribe to the channel. We will come up with more interesting content soon.